The Painbrush is the latest addition to the newly introduced brush class. They're not rollers anymore, they're actually brushes now, as we know. It is middleweight, like the other brush. Not quite heavy, I mean it feels like it because of how slow it is, and recovery delay here as well. The ink efficiency is rather bad. If I like swim too shortly, then I'm not getting back. The delay isn't actually that bad here. But there definitely still is a delay. See it right there. Just for a few frames for sure. Like the paint, it's pretty good paint of course. Probably the best painting brush. The paint happens to work better the further away you are from the wall. I can show it right here. These have been 2 taps from afar, but 2 from up close. And this is, I mean, you see that right on the ground. Now, there's ink is more spread out at the end of it than at the start. You also see here is not paint fit with that slow first flick. If you get the second flick, then you're gonna get foot paint. That's just barely at your feet though, so if you're like moving too much, then you might get out of it. Speaking of moving, this is really slow strafe speed whether you're jumping on the ground. I don't expect to be moving much while actually testing. So what you wanna consider doing is like to hold the R at some point and then you can roll, and that will definitely move you faster. And show the trail from rolling too. Of course, the widest out of other brushes. It also definitely uses the most ink. Like, look at this here. So if you're thinking of doing this in Rush, then this thing where you like just hold forward without actually moving. This empties its ink tank a whole lot faster than a dynamo roller even. Might not be practical. Situationally it can be used on Rush. Deals 50 damage per roll. You'll get that later on the night waves. If you wanna try to roll chumps with it, sometimes you might get it, sometimes you might not. I do not have the explanation for that still, what exactly makes it so that you get double hits or get bounced back. You'd always get the double hit and not understand how to like force it. That again was thing. Yeah, anyway, damage. If you hit like right with the weapon itself with the fan here, then it deals 150 damage per hit flat. If you're like far away, then this is roughly the max range. Comparable to short range. And damage is like half of it. Usually you're gonna be closer and then easy to hit the 100. But still that also means like it's usually gonna be a 3 hit. The 2 hit is like really hard to get. You basically need to get high ground for that. See right there. I was right under it and I did not hit it. You will always have enough time to get the 3 hit, even for the 4 hit. There should be enough time if you're like really far away, like so. Because this thing completely murders lasers, including Cohogs. For single target DPS as well, this is actually really high DPS. It's roughly comparable to Sploosh. Because the difference is you do not quite have the same ink efficiency, mobility and stuff. It's not a new Sploosh or anything, it's not that insane. It's definitely very strong at dealing damage. Also, yeah, quite immobile and ink inefficient. It plays a lot like Battling, if you will. Except you have like pretty much no run speed whatsoever. But yeah, what that means anyway is, like, when I spend some time looking at everything in front of you until it's dead, then you swim and relocate. Refill most of your ink tank while doing that. Again, to the next group of enemies. Swim and refill. Rinse and repeat. Then 500 HP targets, of course, or flicks, at least. You get the idea here anyway. Let's talk about statics. Stingers do work out nicely for this. Especially far away. You're gonna hit multiple pots with it and you're gonna knock out multiple pots. They'll die fast to this, it's nice. What's a bit less nice is fish sticks. Can hit them from the ground and like that way, but it is rather slow, and if you climb up on them, actually painting the thing is like not too nice with this, takes a few swings. Once you're up there, it's also like definitely slower than the brushes. It's definitely the worst brush for turns out. Like it can fight them if it has to, but a bit below average. I'd say it's not as good as a splatter shot or anything for them on it. The slowness and the ability to ink usage and everything. Can hit him if it has to. It's of course a brush you can like just roll under them and roll out against. Nothing new there as well, but of course watch for jump bounces there. Right, that I believe covers everything about how the weapon works. And oh wait, no. One thing again, because this is high DPS, you can of course hit most with your main weapon a bunch. And if you're playing with like a team that is aware of more shooting, then it should be easy for another teammate to deal like that additional 400 damage or what you might need to just one cycle it without using a bomb. Saves everyone's ink tank. Deal with all high DPS weapons. Might even be possible to get a one cycle with this. I have not managed to do it yet. It's possible at all, it's very tight, like needs some pre-firing and imperfect inputs and stuff. Not a deal. Either way, you can definitely get very close to it. Yeah, when then some teammate just fires at it too, then you will just get well. Yeah, not too insignificant as it turns out. Alright. Let's actually get to the night waves. Rush I've already mentioned. Theoretically you could roll Rush Sham with this, but it's definitely not the same as your usual roller, like staying back with it and hoping things run to you. It's not really gonna work. I've tried it, and what happens is things might just get past you, Goldie's will bully you. No, you are of course slimmer than a carbon roller even, and carbon is like quite ideal because some things get past it. You use like so much more ink, it's like make it work. Honestly, I feel like flicking might just be the way in Rush. And if you wanna do the rolling, then it's probably best to do it like aggressively, like roll forward a bunch and then back up. Do it again. Something like that. That I believe would be the way there. Not the standing still holding forward, because what will happen with that is you will drain your ink tank very fast, but there will still be a lot of jumps in front of you. So yeah, just aggressively move forward and then get back. However, there's also one challenge with that, and that is on cycles. Or teammate deaths, but first and foremost the cycles. You need some awareness of them, because what you definitely do not wanna do is like rush ahead with this thing right when aggro is gonna change. When it's then going onto you, and because some things might pass you and then they will just immediately flank you and you are 100% dead and no one can save you. Like, only actually do it when you know that the cycle isn't gonna be ending like right in the next second or whatever. Make sure you have time to retreat. Because when you actually target it, then you definitely want to be flicking. Much as clear. Alright. That is Rush. Mudmoth. Most comps you wanna hit other lessers. Small frays you can just roll them. And for jumps and cokes I just flick them. Because you do kill so many lessers so fast, you can even work in some bumps in there. With throw bomb I still have this amount of flicks, it's like... it kills quite a few. Then you refill, then you kill a few again, and work our way through there. Quite nice. Alright, any other night waves? Oh yeah, gorillas. Let's talk about gorillas. This was the same thing, like you can absorb the small frays with your roll. But you don't wanna be too aggressive there. This is quite the opposite of Rush. What happens if you're gonna roll fast forward is some small frays are gonna get behind you and they're gonna hit you and they're gonna kill you. Don't do that, but just be patient. Like, stand closest to them, but only move this slowly forward, or even drift back a little and then turn around or spin or something like that. So they will actually all get caught by the brush. Alright. This is, I believe, everything I have to say about the waves. And the weapon as a whole. Have fun with it.